7 inches.
Whoa. It's a strange number to lie about coming into the podcast. 7 inches is not even close.
I demand video proof.
Yep, I need
Right
to see
now?
you slowly peel off the other layer of clothing off your foot known as your sock,
Seductively.
so I can measure your foot.
You guys you'll get all that in July 8th.
I'll bring a sock.
Don't
It
you
might
worry.
be a little crusty.
Get
all right.
out of the camera.
This
We're
this
talking
podcast
about weird
is
stuff.
starting off weird, man.
Hey man, keep it weird Sunday, all right?
Yes, sir.
What's up, boys? How'd the editing go?
It went.
The filming of Rewind, it went. You know, it's always a struggle because we do it last second, but we made it work.
You can't blame us though when we don't get the clips till Sunday at 6 p.m.
I will
It's
say,
true.
Well, actually, my clip was already in there, so it wasn't me. My clips are always the first one in for top moments. Throw it out there.
I believe that. I believe it.
So my clip was,
You normally are the only one that I don't have to remind to send
but
something
I've
in.
definitely been on the other end for like misadventures where it's like Sunday night or Monday. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, I guess I should be more on you guys' ass though.
Yeah.
But whatever, it worked.
All that
We
means
got it done.
is we need the viewers to submit more clips. All right, viewers.
Please.
All
Yeah.
5,000 of you in here
Yeah.
right now.
That.
You should go ahead and send
Yes.
it
I
in.
mean, right now you're guaranteed to pretty much to be on the show.
Yeah.
If you send
you-
something in, your video, your
If it
clip
does
will
not-
be in it. It could
If
be
it does
anything.
not break TOS, you will be in. All right.
Without a doubt. Send them in. Leave time on the front and the back too.
Yep. Front and back. All right. So let's see. Let's jump into shit. Let's go to our topics here. Do we go to a topic or Rev? Were you about to say something before we started?
Eric doesn't want to play that game, so
What?
no.
He doesn't have a light. He doesn't. He
I
doesn't
mean,
want to
go
have a
ahead.
lightsaber battle with you.
I
Swords?
mean, more like
I mean, we've been
toothpicks,
playing a lot of
but
chivalry. I thought you guys might be into
Okay.
some jousting and shit.
Maybe.
I love chivalry. It's so much fun.
No, I say we hop right into
Okay.
it.
Well, since we're talking to chivalry, let's just go into chivalry. Thoughts?
I love it. I could play it all day,
And
every
if
day.
there's happened to be someone in here that doesn't know what chivalry is or hasn't been watching any of our streams or anything, chivalry is a new first-person, third-person war game. Old school swords and shields, baby, and bitch-ass archers.
Yep. I like it. I feel like there's I don't know, a niche like group of people that will keep that game alive for years and years and years. Like the first Chivalry never died. And that was out for like when did that game come out, Rev? I mean, it's been out for
Oh,
like
It was on
10
Xbox
years,
360.
right? Yeah, it's been out forever. So it's gonna live forever, but it gets a little monotonous for me after like 2 hours of playing. It's like how many times can I just run into this melee of 64 people and swing my axe, you know?
I
Forever.
feel like
With how satisfying like kills are.
I feel like I go in there, I swing my axe or my sword or whatever, they tank everything, and then my head gets cut off with one swipe. And I'm like, how come I can't tank shit? Am I just playing the wrong character? But I'm by
Probably,
far
yeah.
the worst when it comes to games like this. Like when we did, what was the other game we did the competition on months ago? For Honor. I was the worst
Oh,
at that too.
For Honor.
That was one of the ones I got last place in. It's just, I don't know what it is. I just can't. Maybe it's a mouse and keyboard thing. Maybe I should play on a controller. I don't know. Maybe I should play third person. I don't know. I'm just trash at it.
Yeah,
New update for Honor coming out, Eric. They're keeping it alive.
I don't know, man. I don't think I can go back. I loved that game for a bit, for a good bit. I mean, I was kind of obsessed with it, but
Yeah.
at this
you-
point, I
you
don't think
both.
I can. I don't think I can go back and play that game. Too much shit on the plate, you know. Too many games we got to play and making content.
I
and-
got bullied by Rev and For Honor, and so that kind of pretty much made me never want to go back. I was like the kid that got
Well,
bullied in PE class, but for me it was in For Honor, and I'm like, I'm never touching this shit again, unless I come
just-
back
just
yoked
count your lucky
and fuck
stars.
everybody up.
Just count your lucky stars. Eric and I were forced to use a keyboard.
Yeah, if it was controller, it would have been a real slaughter.
Well, especially if I was on a mouse and keyboard. I feel like if I had time to practice with a controller on that, I would be better at it too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Because like games like Call of Duty, for example, like where you need precision with your thumbs, I would be really, really bad at it. It would take way too long to get good at it again. But a game like that, you don't have to be as precise. You just have to be able to get in like the general vicinity to block or to feint in a certain direction or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. You just need to know, like, For Honor is almost like combos. It's almost like Mortal Kombat-y type of Street Fighter-esque, where you got to know your combos and feints and all this different stuff.
Yeah.
If you're playing somebody that knows what they're
Yeah.
doing.
So
But yeah, Chivalry's
yeah,
fun. It's yeah, I don't know.
it's
fun.
it,
We're making a misadventures on it
yeah,
too.
it'll be fun. It'll be a funny misadventures. I think it's one of those ones that I couldn't play it 5 hours a day. Unless I was like really doing like some type of role play shit, like Dungeons and Dragons, like dressing up and fucking drinking. I don't know what they fucking drank back in the day, just fucking dragon's blood or some shit, you know. And
Mead, my guy.
the-
They drank
Mead.
mead.
what was mead? It was fucking just shitty beer, basically.
It was
Like
it
honey.
was like
wine.
homemade alcohol with like
Yeah.
chunks of like rotten fruit in it. and
Sounds
shit.
like we need to go visit the local prisons and ask them how to make some mead.
That's
Yep.
Pruno, dude.
You know a lot about all this knockoff alcohol, right? What's going on?
I have watched prison documentaries.
Okay.
Like
Rev's into some weird shit.
was it Locked Up Abroad? I love that show.
I like scared.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot
I used to
every
watch
night.
Scared Straight. I actually saw a TikTok recently on Scared Straight where they're trying to scare this kid, and then two guys in the background actually got in a fight, and this dude like shoved this guy in the back of the head, like right in front of the glass door where the kid was staying in front of him. The dude hit his head on the fucking door and got knocked out cold right there, and I was like, holy shit. Producers,
Did you see the one where they're trying to force the kid into the cell with the convicts, but they won't open the door far enough, so they're just jamming his face in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just screaming, "Get in there!" The kid just deadpans. He goes, "I can't. The door's not open far enough."
I wonder if that show is still actively being recorded, or if that was something that could only be done 10 years ago.
That's only something to be done 10 years ago.
Have you ever seen like the original Scared Straight videos?
I got on a
Yeah.
YouTube bender.
Dude, like before it got to like massively televised where everyone knew what it was, there was like no rules. Like they had these inmates out there making kids grab their pockets and get walked around the yard like little bitches. Like it was wild. You gotta see some of the original ones.
Now, parents have to be signed off on that. But
Oh,
today's
yeah.
age, like,
Oh, yeah,
get
for
those
sure.
kids, those poor kids, they don't deserve this. It's like, dude, he fucking stabbed a grandma and took her purse. What do you mean they don't deserve this? They're
You
scared
wanna
them
know how
straight.
crazy parents are? There are places on this planet, like camps, where you give permission, and they will come kidnap your child and take him to this place.
Holy shit.
months on
That'd
end.
be fucking, that'd
What?
be, see now.
Have you never
see,
read those
that,
stories?
Now that I don't know, because
No.
that's actually going to put some like severe trauma. Like imagine we got kidnapped, even at this age, like, and you were gone for 2 months and you thought you were just waiting for your eventual death by someone that kidnapped you. And then at the end, they're like, surprise, you're free to go. It was a joke.
I mean, they don't like threaten to kill you, but they're like, your parents signed off on this.
Okay.
You're coming with me right now. We're getting on a plane. We're going to BFE, Utah, and you're going to spend 6 months at this camp with no contact to the outside world.
Sounds like
Yeah, that's gotta be some hardcore shit.
sounds like if you're a Mormon.
You're Mormon.
You gotta
Like,
go away for 2 years. I had a friend who he had to leave whenever they said to leave, and he had to go to Brazil for 2 years without being able to use any internet. The only thing he got to do was send letters in the mail once a month. Yeah,
Jeez.
he's in the middle of a relationship with a girl, and then she had to break up with him through letters in the mail while he was in Brazil. And then when he got back, she married some other guy. Like, fucking hell, man. Talk about a horror story.
Yeah, it'd
well,
be tough.
I'm sure he's okay with his, 6 wives.
True. You just said Utah and made me think of it's BYU, right? Or is that Idaho? Utah.
That's Brigham
Yeah,
Young in
yeah.
Utah.
I guess we got a little sidetracked there. I guess in the topic of games and what's coming out, Battlefield 2042. You guys watched the trailer on that?
So hyped
Yeah.
for this game.
I'm excited
My only
for it.
fear is that how big is this file going to be on our PCs? Like, we might have to buy another hard drive just for this game.
They said it's smaller than Warzone.
Oh, thank God. Fuck Warzone.
Yeah, Warzone's like what 100 gigs or something like
Yeah.
that.
What bothers me is it's a full price game without a campaign.
Why does that bother you?
Because why should I pay $60 for just a multiplayer experience?
Well, I guess if you're talking, because fucking, I don't know, maybe we're different gamers, but I only buy games for the multiplayer experience. Outside of one game, that's Assassin's Creed. But, to me, it sounds like they're focusing only on multiplayer. They already said no BR, so then all their focus is purely on multiplayer, which I'm excited
Except
for.
for the game mode that's supposed to be like Tarkov, where you go in, get loot, and you come back out, and you can use the loot you got from the
No,
next
that's going to be in
game.
Battlefield?
Hmm.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. I'd say,
think I like that too.
Grand Theft Auto is a game where I buy for the campaign experience too.
You know what bugs
Oh
the shit
yeah, well,
though? Are these
sure.
giant maps.
Yeah,
I don't need maps that are the same square footage of New York City. I don't need to hike 45 minutes across the map just to get headshot.
yeah, but with a 64 versus 64 battle, you need a big map though. I think. I don't know how you'd condense it to a smaller map to where it's not too small, but it's also not too big. But yeah,
Yeah, I think, I don't know. Because, Battlefield maps are miserable, especially, like, in previous Battlefields when you'd spawn and, like, there'd be a Jeep there. At least you can, like, drive the Jeep or, like, a fucking motorcycle or something in. And then times where you'll spawn, there isn't something there. Then you just have to run for 20 minutes just to get into a fight.
yeah. Well, in Battlefield 2042, they're gonna have a fucking Elon Musk personal electric jet you can fly or some shit, probably.
Yeah, it looks like it's crazy. And they said there's, like, I don't know the exact numbers, but there's a bunch of different operators with a bunch of different, like,
gonna be cool.
loadouts and kits, and yeah, the trailer is pretty hype, and I think a lot of people are gonna be excited for it. So, and when's that supposed to come out?
Let me look up right now. I'm just wondering if our PCs are gonna fry trying to run this fucking game.
I don't know. It was just on.
I think it's October.
So
Let me check. Yeah, October 22nd.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be hype around that for sure.
Yeah, I like it. It's been what? Battlefield 5 came out like 8 years ago. Was it a year ago?
Not that long ago.
Really?
Because it was Battlefield 1 that we all played.
What?
And then the beta for Battlefield 5 came out, and we all hated it and never got it.
Didn't we all play Battlefield back in the day, Eric? Battlefield 4, I guess, would it had been.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, we bought the Battlefields and CODs every year.
And that was probably back then we were all Call of Duty and switching to Battlefield. We're like, oh, this game is whack. It's not like Call of Duty. But now that we're kind of away from the Call of Duty feel, I bet we're gonna really appreciate Battlefield for what it is now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm excited for it.
There's some good game lineups coming out.
Yeah, we got Halo, Overwatch 2. Yeah, I mean, we got some shit coming out.
A game that just got released. The trailer just got released today, which was Avatar. Frontiers of Pandora.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that was news to me.
I don't know any game based off a movie that's good.
Yeah, I was trying to think of one.
Except for Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings games were decent.
Yeah, they were decent. Mortal Kombat. Right?
No, Mortal Kombat was a game
games
first.
Were the game first, not a movie. It was just like Halo had movies based on it, but Halo was a game first.
I mean, movies based off of video games are almost always terrible too. So they just don't mix. But
like, you remember back in the day where they'd make a game off of like every movie that came out?
Yeah.
They were just awful.
You guys want to watch this trailer?
Yeah.
A little sneak peek of what this is like.
Yes. Maybe it'll change my mind.
We'll
be watching the full 245.
Yeah, we'll watch the whole thing. We switch scenes. Nice. Oh, there you guys are. Discord. The dog's like whining at me right now. All right, I have it pulled up. Let me fix.
Blaze said all Lego games are based on.
Okay, I can see that the Lego games were the only other one.
I had never played them, so.
All right, you guys should pull it up on Discord, and I'll just count it down. We'll watch it at the same time.
Yeah, I got it up.
Count it down, Stinky.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I love the movie.
Yeah.
Movie was great.
Loved the movie.
The movie was beautiful, so I wonder if the game's gonna be. Oh, it already looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks good. Too bad the second movie is delayed like year after year after year.
I just see my PC right now dropping to 20 frames per second. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Well, it's Ubisoft, so we know it's gonna be laggy or glitchy as hell.
That's for sure.
It's an Assassin's Creed game, Eric, just an avatar skin over it.
I wouldn't doubt that they would do that. So this is like, I don't know. I wonder if it's like literally like following the movie exactly, or is it open world or what?
The open world would be crazy.
It's gonna be. I bet you it's open world, and it's a prequel to the second movie coming out.
And are you these people? Or are you the guy that has to get in the machine?
This is a game trailer.
In the first movie, isn't he like now fully Navi?
He is now, yeah.
Well, imagine you get to choose if you want to be an avatar or soldier.
You did in the first one. I played the first one online.
Okay.
You
wild.
choose. Some of those suits aren't like Titanfall though.
Yeah. Oh shit, I got a Windows update. So Game of Thrones-esque right there.
I'm still not understanding what is the point of this game, though.
Yeah, bow and arrows.
I mean, being in a quadcopter with a machine gun and getting taken out by a bow and arrow.
It's not coming out until 2022, huh?
We got some things to
Okay,
work on.
so we have no idea what kind of game it's gonna be.
Yeah,
it did no explaining there.
it's got my intrigue though. Like, you know, it's kind of like what they do with what's it called? Call of Duty trailers, where it's very just like cinematic-y, doesn't really tell you much with the gameplay. I'm sure they'll come out with another trailer where it's like actual gameplay trailer.
Yep. Yeah, as you say, it's hard to tell when there's no gameplay involved because normally, I mean, the cinematics always look great, and then sometimes the gameplay just looks like shit. So, we'll see. I don't know. I love the movie though, so if it looks any good, I'll definitely buy it.
You still got to beat Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Gosh, you're not wrong.
So,
I still got a little bit left on that.
we'll also have to look at pricing and everything too.
So into that game, Eric, and as soon as I got to that one place where it's all just cliffs, I quit.
Oh, you're talking about you got to Valhalla.
Yeah, and it was just like I can't stand this map.
Yeah, the map was terrible to traverse around for sure. But yeah, I pushed through that part. So yeah, I'm further than you.
Just barely.
Well, shit. Next on the list is Battle of the Influencers. I think is that the TikTok versus YouTube
it's
fights?
a social glove fighting event. I mean, you watched it.
All right.
Rev, did you?
Yeah, Rev, I don't know if
Did you watch
did.
any of it? Did you
I
see
didn't watch
anything
it.
about it?
Just some like highlights. I mean, I didn't see anything really.
Basically, YouTubers dominated the entire event. They won every fight except for one. And the one fight that they lost was the fight that they thought was going to be the most one-sided for the YouTuber, which is interesting.
Did
I
you?
mean, that makes sense. TikTokers are frail soy boys.
Yeah.
Just like you.
That's right. I learned it from you. So
Yeah, there were a couple fights that were interesting, or a couple people that actually looked decent. Jarvis looked pretty decent, and that was a really hyped knockout. He looked better than I thought he would, and the knockout was pretty clean. Deji, remember Deji's walkout? He's wearing that towel with like that haunty music.
Yep, I found out what it was. It was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had the same thing. So there is a clip, the picture of Mike Tyson walking out. He tried to do the Mike Tyson walkout.
Oh god, that is actually embarrassing.
It's definitely
dude.
not foreshadowing by any means.
if we ever get big, I'm coming out like Val Venus from the WWE. Hello, ladies.
God.
Then you had
I mean,
It was just weird because like the entire event started off with a cancellation. It was Tanner Fox and I think Ryan Johnston or something like that. And the commission said there was too much of a weight difference, so they wouldn't allow the fight, even though both guys agreed that they're okay with it and we're going to sign off on it. The commission wouldn't let them have it. So they started their event by saying, hey, sorry, first fight's canceled. Like, all right, well, that sucks. Then the second one was Jarvis knocking out Michael Lee. Who fought after that?
Was it Deji next? Oh, it couldn't have been Deji next,
No,
right? Wait. I don't know. I watched the fight too, and I can't remember.
Look at the card. Social gloves card. After it was DDG, Nate Wyatt. That was the one I was impressed with. DDG. He looked really good defensively and dominated the entire fight. He's the guy that was the rapper that said that was his last event and he was quitting YouTube after that. And he wants to set up a rappers boxing event. And then I guess Charlemagne and Lil Baby so that they could set it up. I don't know if we're actually going to see that or not, but I'd be game to watch some rappers.
Well, for sure. I'm game to watch anybody fight. At the end of the day, I just love watching people fight. So
I feel like
but
boxing purists are just their heads are spinning.
oh yeah, they hate it. They can't stand it. And I mean, but I don't know. I see it both ways. I would be mad if the sport I dedicated my entire life to now all of a sudden these TikTokers are coming over and getting more eyes than I ever did. I mean, I would see how that would be like. That would piss you off, but what are you gonna do? They got more fans.
Yeah. Well, I think RunsDeep buy some boxing gloves. We got a video to make competition series when we're in Chicago.
Ooh. I'll take that one
That'd
up.
be crazy.
Me versus Ron. Let me have him.
You heard it here first. He's coming for your head, Ron.
I want Rob.
So CP
I'll be the ring man. I'll be the announcer. I'll be the ref.
You'll be the ring girl.
Yeah,
You'll be the ring girl.
Give me some booty shorts and it says round 2. Actually, we won't need a round 2. Everyone's getting KO'd round 1. We can't.
Yeah, I mean, would you ever do a boxing event? I think I would.
For social.
If I ever was like a big YouTuber or something, I would
the bread
definitely
you're gonna make off that and the exposure you're gonna get. I mean, any publicity is good publicity. Even if it's bad publicity, you're still getting exposure. People are still talking about you, keeping your name in the news, keeping your name relevant. Even if you get KO'd, like even for like Deji yesterday, he's gonna be more relevant. People are gonna watch his next video he releases more than the last 10 videos combined, just because people want to see what he's gonna say to that. So
for sure.
Oh, I just know I'm coming out with straight out with the windmill, Eric. Can't stop
Coming
it.
out with the windmill. Yeah, so what we had Vinny Hacker and Deji next, I think.
Deji
right?
was good for a round and won probably the first 2 rounds. And
he definitely won the first 2 rounds, and then he came out in the third.
Was gassed.
Just he took a knee to start
the
round. First of all, a random knee that I guess we don't know what that was even about. And then it just looked like he gave up. He just like put his back in the corner and just put his hands up, and was just like taking punches.
Felt bad for him. You know, he's always been a guy that's.
Yeah, he started. Did you see he was tweeting?
No, what did he tweet?
He tweeted something like, "I'm a failure. I'm sorry." Like he was like all hard on himself. I did it again, type of bullshit.
I think he's one of those people that care. I understand it. I mean, being in the light as a social media person that's that famous, you have a lot of people looking at you, but he cares too much about what people say and think. He just needs to just focus on and say, "Hey, fuck all y'all. I made the basket yesterday, and it's full of bread." So he's always kind of been in the shadow of his brother, which I think has always been his thing. He seems like he's kind of a mommy daddy boy. He's always run back to his parents when him and his brother are arguing on social media, like brings family issues to light in front of all of public platforms, which I don't get. So I feel like he's very conscious of what people are saying about him, and he wants to show out, and he's just probably super depressed about that, which I get, but just don't worry about social media at that point.
Yep. So that one was disappointing. That's the only one the YouTubers lost. And then we got Gib versus
that was
Taylor Holder? Taylor Holder, right?
Yep, that was robbery at its finest.
The biggest robbery I have ever seen, dude. I mean, that was horrible what they did to Gib there. Horrible.
I feel bad for the kid.
Terrible. Gib dominated every single round. Every round. It should have been 50-45 is what the score should have been across the board, because he won every round. I mean,
it's like you look at what happened to Deji with Gib versus Jake Paul, and that was worse than what happened to Deji versus Vinny Hacker, right? So I think Gabe had more shame and I guess an embarrassment with his performance at his last performance, and then he comes back and bounces back and puts on a show like that in front of that many people and dominates the fight that much, and then gets it ripped away from him. That is an atrocity. That is gut wrenching.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I feel horrible for that kid.
I see Golden Boy said apparently the math didn't add up for the draw. I saw that too on TikTok today that someone was saying that. I don't remember what the numbers were for each round, but the fact that anybody even thought that
Taylor won.
That Taylor won is insane. Insane.
Yeah, so
I don't know. When there's money on the line like that, I don't know if they got more money for winning or losing, but whoever had Taylor winning that fight needs to. I mean, I know it's not a professional fight, but damn, there had to have been some corrupt shit going on there.
That was trying to save face for the TikTokers at that point. I think they were just trying to, he's best friends with the main event, and they're trying to say that he's the best fighter of everyone out there, and then he gets just beat up for 5 rounds straight, and they're like, oh shit, this doesn't look good for the brand. So, yeah, I don't know. That's I know that 2 judges had Gibb winning like 50-45 or 49-46, something like that, and then they had Taylor went the third judge or whatever had Taylor winning 49-46, I think. But even then, it's like 2 of the judges. It's not like a split. It wasn't like there was one had Taylor, one had Gibb, and the other one had a draw, and so it was a split draw. It's like a majority winner towards Gibb, I would assume. But I don't know. I don't really understand, I guess, boxing scoring to the T. But anyone with eyes knew who really won that fight.
Yeah, good thing is that, yeah, if anybody that watched the fight knows that Gibb won, so it's just bullshit. It won't go on as a record, I guess. Even, I mean, is there even a record involved?
No,
I don't even know.
Were those exhibitions or?
They're technically exhibitions.
It's an exhibition.
But then he also said main event made $5 million each. That would be the case, except for the side bet that the main event holders had, where now Austin McBroom, who won the main event by dominant fashion, he made $6 million versus Bryce Hall's $4 million, because Bryce had to give a $1 million bet loss to Austin to donate to a charity. Which their bet.
Yeah. I was gonna say that fight to me was a little surprising. I thought it would be close. And I definitely didn't think that Austin McBroom would be that good, that he would look that good. I mean, he looked like he had a little experience before this fight going into it. He just beat his ass, just straight up beat his ass every round. What was it? Was it a third round knockout?
Round TKO. And I think that was the thing, is that because Bryce looked like he was going to come out like a street fighter, swinging wildly, which is kind of what he did. Figured he wouldn't gas very easily. And it's like, how do you? And I feel like McBroom handled that really well, because a lot of guys, they get sucked in and they start doing the same thing. They start trying to bang with the other street fighter and just throwing wildly, and he still kept his composure, kind of bounced back, made a miss, and then would land a power jab that was doing damage. Which jab is usually like a, hey, I'm gonna show you a jab just to say I got this. But he was landing jabs for power that were busting him up, which was a big surprise.
Yep, but credit to Bryce Hall, because on his Twitter, I thought he would be like making up excuses or talking shit or whatever, but he didn't. He took it like a man, and he said he tweeted at McBroom and said like, "Hey, got my ass beat. Let's go have some drinks tonight." Yeah. So
they sold the fight really well. As much as they've said they hate each other for the last, it's been going on for a year now. For them to, as soon as it's over, be able to put it aside and say, you know what, what's done is done. We sold the fight. They got their pay-per-view buys. Not from us, though.
Yep. No. Oh.
Just kidding.
Well.
Just watch the highlights on YouTube after it came out.
Yep.
Delete the VOD!
So yeah, overall it was a pretty successful event, I would say. It was
definitely entertaining.
I didn't expect great fighting in it, and there really wasn't, but it was entertaining.
I'm interested to see where some of these guys go. What does Gibb do next? What does Austin fight again, or was this his one and done showing? Yeah.
Apparently him and Jake. That's what everyone wants to see.
He said, I'm not going to say it after the fight was over. He said, I'm not going to say his name, but the people know who it is. It's like, he's probably smart, though, because if Jake comes out against Tyron Woodley and looks like dominates and looks like a boxer, it's like, I wouldn't want to fight him either after that. Because this is going to be Jake's first real fight.
Yeah, well, yeah, but fuck, man, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think Jake's going to beat Woodley. And I hate to say it because I'm a UFC guy. I love the UFC. But I think he's going to.
Man, I hope not. I fucking hope not.
I think he's going to, man. Woodley's on like a 4-fight loss streak. He's also older and definitely on the back end of his career, on the way out. And Woodley is like, man, there's such a difference between boxing and UFC, to where it's like Woodley throws these massive, fast power shots, but he throws them to get a takedown, a ground and pound.
Yeah.
So obviously he can't do that in a boxing fight. So I don't know. We'll see. It's the first fighter that he's
this
faced.
is a legitimate competition for him, a legitimate fight finally. So if he comes out and looks as good as he has for the last few fights, then I think someone will set up probably a fight with an actual pro boxer. So
once he gets into that world, he's fucked.
yeah, I just think
you don't start boxing at the age of whatever he is, 24 or 23, and beat these people that are professionals that have been boxing since they were 10.
my thing is that he's just so dumb with who, like, he's calling out Canelo like he would ever last more than 2 rounds in a ring with Canelo. Like,
get out of here with that.
What I'm hoping is somehow Ryan Garcia says, all right, because Ryan Garcia is like the social media pro boxer. Like he's always been about social media throughout his career, and so he's kind of with the here and now. He understands social media. Maybe he's like, fuck, all right, someone's got to step up and fuck this stupid social media kid up. I'll do it. I don't think he would. It's not worth his time, but I would love to see it.
As much as we, maybe dislike Jake, you can't. I mean, he's smart. He's not going. I don't think he's going to take a fight he knows he's going to get fucked up in.
Yeah.
I think he probably knows he can lose against Tyron Woodley. There's a chance he could get knocked out, whatever. But he's not going to take a fight where he knows he's going to get dominated. And if he took a fight with Ryan Garcia, he knows he would get dominated.
Yeah. I think if he does lose to Tyrone, that's when he falls back and either tries to set up the KSI fight or he tries to set up the Austin McBroom fight. You'll see him kind of go back to someone he can beat again and be like, oh, I was just, I had a bad showing or whatever, and try to bounce back with an easy win and try to set up another big fight again.
Mm-hmm.
Golden Boy said he could see Jake fighting McGregor.
If Jake keeps winning, if Jake takes out Woodley, and who would be after Woodley? I don't even know. I don't even know where you'd go after Woodley. But if Jake could keep, get another couple wins and he keeps getting, more and more famous, because as much as people don't like him, every time he fights, he's just getting more and more popular and more famous and more people learning his name. I think that fight with McGregor can happen. At first, I didn't think it could, but after seeing him knock out all these people, and if he continues to do it, I think it could happen. Because, McGregor likes to chase a bag.
Yeah.
He likes some money.
No one believed McGregor Mayweather would happen. No one believed Logan Paul Mayweather would happen. So it's definitely in the realm of possibilities. I would love to see it because there's no doubt.
How do you think he's feeling after his net worth just doubled after 30 minutes of work?
Who?
Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Props to him for going the entire fight.
Yeah,
That's all I can say.
That's I wouldn't last 8 rounds with Mayweather, even if I tried to just tuck and hide the entire time.
I would die from exhaustion before I hit round 8.
Especially in humid, hot Miami after it rained.
Yeah, I'll pass.
So Logan's I feel like turned his life around pretty well since his incident years ago when he said he was going to do that. People were like, yeah, we'll see, but he's actually shown to be a different person. He still has a little bit of his edge to him, like you have to have, but he's in my book, he went from someone that I hated to someone that I enjoy watching him now, especially his podcast and his social media stuff. I can watch him. Now his brother, on the other hand, fuck him. Can't stand him.
Same. I feel the same way.
Let's see, what else we got here? I think that's it, boys. You guys got anything else you want to?
That's about it.
Talk about, speak your mind.
Wrap it up.
No, I don't think I have anything. Besides that TikTok fight, there wasn't much that happened this week.
Yeah. Speaking of TikTok, be sure to go follow RunsDeep on TikTok at RunsDeep.
RunsDeep.org.
Let me just clarify. Yep, at RunsDeep.org. What do we got coming live this week? Do we have a Misadventures Wednesday? Is that what's going on? Is the Chivalry one?
Nope. Competition videos this Wednesday.
And then next week we have
Chivalry Misadventures.
And then after that, we're gonna have to kind of see what we have going on because that's getting within a week and a half of us meeting up in Chicago for some festivities.
Yeah, Blaze wants to know when the RD fights are going on. We're gonna set it up for when we all meet up.
Stream it July 10th, right before the McGregor Poirier 3 fight. We live stream it on Twitch.
I legit forgot I have to get that stupid Subway sandwich.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You're gonna do that tomorrow, right? Because Ron's gonna need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Don't
I'm gonna
forget
do
to
it tomorrow.
toast the lettuce, dude.
Look, I'm just
The
gonna.
cookies, you gotta sprinkle the cookies on. You can't see me right now, but I'm doing that salt guy, that chef dude that drops the salt. Do that with the cookies.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
by
I'm
the
not
way-
doing that in Subway. I'm gonna do that at home.
No, you got to do that in
No,
right in front of them. Right at the checkout counter, you take your little bag and you take your sandwich out, and then you crumple a cookie right on top and say thank you and walk out. It's so
And then
funny.
you leave a RunsDeep business card on at the cashier,
Yep. Then wink at her when you walk out.
and smack your butt cheek and close the door.
I'm gonna fart as I dribble the cookie crumbs on.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be fun. That's a pay-per-view I can get behind.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got that. So competition misadventures coming up. Got our top moments coming out tomorrow. If you have clips, be sure to send them in. That way we have some content for you guys. Other than that, I think that's all we have, boys.
Yep.
Right on. All right.
That's it.
Appreciate you, Dippies and Golden Boy, for swinging by. Catch us live next weekend.